Oh Lord, it is hot as hell outside. This weather.
Yo, what's going on, guys? So today I'm just doing a little bit of interior and exterior work regarding the S15. If you didn't watch the previous video, I actually did get rid of the Recaro bucket seat because I managed to get my hands on an OEM front seat replacement for it. If you guys have been following along my build through Instagram or just following along through the YouTube videos, you may have noticed that I am missing something very crucial on the S15. As iconic as this car is, it desperately needs that Silvia hood badge. For sure. That's the first thing we gotta do. Funny enough, after purchasing the car, I did swing by Z1 and I picked up the part for it. And it's just been sitting in my car ever since. Here's the part number if anyone is interested. I measure from headlight to headlight and just center point it. So I have some alcohol swabs. I have a dry erase marker and a measuring tape. I'm not really too concerned about this hood because the worst case I could just get another one or a carbon fiber. Let me just double check that there's nothing important where I'm going to be drilling. I do not want to be busting a line. Alright, I think we're good. Now, before you guys go drilling into your hood, I would highly recommend to put either a sheet or a blanket down, just so debris doesn't go into your engine bay. It only takes 2 seconds, and I'd highly recommend it. I'm going to be using some painter's tape. I'm just going to be putting it down in the middle, so when I'm ready to drill, I won't be scratching any of the hood or anything like that. So I'm actually not too sure on what size I need for this. I'm just using a 9/64. If I need to go bigger, then we can. You can always go bigger, but you can't go smaller. So we'll start out with this and see how it goes. All right, so after doing a bit of measurements off camera, I kind of came to the conclusion of 28 inches across, so 14 would be dead center. I'm not too sure how accurate that is because it has this little like lip area on the hood and it goes outward some. So we'll see how that is. It's good enough. We're going back now. All right, let's do a little test fitting. Yeah, we'll need to go up a size. All right, moment of truth. Nice. All right, if you don't have a clip remover, a rivet tool, I would highly suggest it. It makes things so easy. You just put it under, then you pull it up, and it pops right out. Just to play it safe, I do like to use an automotive or Rust-Oleum primer paint just to go around the edges, regardless of what the hood is made of, just in case, for extra precaution for rust. It's always a good idea too. It is nasty out. If you guys aren't drinking one of these, you're missing out. Before I do anything, I didn't put it in all the way, just a little bit. And I want to make sure this is lined up properly, straight. Because once I take off this backing, I won't be able to see it really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line at an angle there, a line at an angle here, draw a dot there, and a line here. So now I know what orientation it goes. Get yourself an alcohol swab or any type of cleaning thing and just clean around the surface to degrease it and take all the grime away. So when you take off the 3M, they'll stick better. And here's the end result. Honestly, I think it came out pretty perfect. Hell of a lot better than it did before. You really can't beat the iconic logo. It's like the little things that matter that make such a difference. Whenever you're doing badging or emblems, just try not to overthink it too much and taking it on and off. Just take your time, line it up, and I think you'll be good. All right, so picking up where we left off, as far as interior wise, I kind of wanted to check out this double din radio that the guy had installed. He said it did have a backup camera, but when we were listening to music on the way home, after I got back, I did try to plug in my phone back to it, and it wasn't connecting to audio anymore. So I have my phone plugged in. Plug in the wire. And it should pop up on the iPod, but for some reason it's not working. So I wanted to take apart the dash and see if I could see something. Now, word of advice, before you do anything involving wires or electricity in the car, always unplug your battery. In this case, I'm not unplugging my battery because I'm not going to be unplugging anything. I just wanted to peek in the center console and see if I see anything that's unplugged or any wires. If I need to, I'll unplug the battery, but for time's sake, I'm not doing it right now. So in order to access the S15 center console, first you have to take off the shift knob. It helps if you have something to grip it with, just in case it's kind of tight. Now, once you crack this loose, just want to be careful with it, just so you don't break any of these clips. These are old clips. That should lift up, and then you want to grab and pull up and back. Then you will have 2 screws. Alright, now once you're here, all you're gonna do is just gently go around the edges and pop up this plastic. Now, once this plastic is out, just be very mindful about these wires back here for the cigarette lighter, the caution lights. So just take it off really slow, and then you can put that to the side or unplug them. I'm just leaving them to the side. All right, now that all the Phillips screws are out, there's a total of 6 of them, 3 on each side. The main unit should be able to slide out. Might be a little tricky with one hand, but after looking at this, it seems that the connection for my phone goes through and is this wire. So this wire is plugged into the unit. However, I'm not receiving anything anymore. I also did look at the backup camera. If I'm not mistaken, the R cam is for rear, and it is plugged into here. And if you follow this, it loops around here and goes through here somewhere. So I gotta check the back, make sure it's plugged in. I got a small screwdriver. I should be able to access these clips. So after reviewing it, this is the backup camera right here. I did follow it along the car to make sure the wire was all good. And I think it's just a faulty connection because all the wires are good. There's nothing stripped or anything. All the connections are good. I'm not sure if it's just the unit itself or I have to probe it and just see as far as connection wise. So it is the next morning. However, I did spend a little bit of time last night messing around with the wiring harness and the connections, and I did end up fixing the issue I had regarding the backup camera and my phone connection. I will throw up a photo here so you can kind of follow along with what I'm saying. So after messing with the wiring harness and checking the connections on the unit itself to make sure it is receiving power, I decided to unplug it and repin and reseat it. After reconnecting everything and putting it back together, I just decided to test it, and it did fix the problem I was having. I'll show you a little demonstration here. So the backer camera does work. Granted, it's not the best quality. It is like a really old unit from like 2004.
Off this way, doing all these shows. I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, long as I get paid. That little fire.
Honestly, for being aftermarket little tweeters, the sound quality and the bass is pretty good. When I had my G37, I ended up purchasing this Z1 wireless charger car mount. However, I had it laying around, so I figured why not use it. I grabbed the mount that it came with and I hammered it and bent it in a way that I could use it. I have this Japanese toll card reader here. Obviously I can't use it in the States, so I figured why not. I put a little bit of electrical tape on this so there's no metal connection. And if you slide it in, kind of imitating a card, like so, I can plug this in like that. And I could use my phone as a mount right here. I actually don't think it looks too bad. Maybe fix the metal a little bit so it's not so janky, but it definitely beats paying for an extra mount for this car. I appreciate any and all you guys who have been showing some love on this S15 content on YouTube. It is definitely something that's new to me and I have to get used to regarding taking videos whenever I'm doing something on the S15. If you're enjoying it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as I'll leave a link in the description to my Instagram if you want to follow me there or message me. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.